it's only 8 a.m. I won't do it for the gram. I know I'm a little man. At my 2020, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
The market crashed on me, but that's not my last, homie. It ain't over for me. It ain't over for me. The market crashed on me, but that's not my last, homie. Only one logical thing to do. Don't trip by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip by the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market looking bearish. By the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip. Sour cream and onion dip. Scoop it with some ruffle chips. Sink them like Titanic ship. Bartender, here's a tip. Crypto face is the truth. He can even show you proof. This is market cipher school. Rory made you say, ooh, wish I had one too. Making plays on Tradingview. Waiting on a blue triangle. I just call it Blue's Clue. Portfolio diversified. Keep my balance classified. Scared to look, you terrified. But when you did, you almost died. All good before you went to sleep. Woke up to a surprise. Couldn't believe your eyes. Where the hell did your money go? You like, oh my God, what the fuck happened? Bitcoin dumping in my sleep. Woke up to a market sweep. That's the reason I don't sleep. Keep my eyes on the prize. Bought some Hex and Cardano. Fear of missing out. FOMO, that's a no-no. Yeah, I know, bro, but I still do the shit. I'm just trying to hit a lick, so I think I just might buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip, buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip, buy the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market looking bearish. Buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip. The market crashed on me, but that's not my ass, homie. Time to rise up out the flames like a motherfucking phoenix. Flying high in the sky, and I motherfucking mean it. Put it all on the house, I can't help it cause I'm greedy. Got a family, gotta feed it. All my followers, man, they need me. We can all get rich together, talk about financial freedom. BTC, ETH, XRP, that's a threesome. Three-way. Blockchain tokens got your boy really eating. Cryptocurrency is a gift from God. All praises to the Most High. Help me beat the odds, playing smart so I don't get wrecked like you pencil next. Wear a crew, call me Spider-Man the way I spider line. Until we position I exit trades right on time. Might tell you a secret, but I'll never drop a dime. Favorite pastime, sitting back, watching candles climb. If they go the other way, keep calm and don't trip by the dip.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Don't trip by the dip. Let's get it. Today is Wednesday here. Let's see what we got going on in the markets and take it from there. So make sure all systems go. Everything does look like it's working. And yeah, let's get into it. See what we got positioned for the day here. So gonna start off with the calendar here. Today is gonna be important day for GBP here, actually big day for GBP, and it is CPI day today. So yeah, this I do expect to make a move. They're expecting inflation to rise here, which should be maybe like a whipsaw move, like a move down then up. Higher inflation is definitely bullish for pound long term because they're going to keep interest rates higher. Keeping interest rates higher is obviously more bullish for them. Now, if we see numbers come back at like 2.6, 2.5, 2.5 definitely would see a move down on pound, quite a heavy one. In between would be a whipsaw for sure, because it's kind of in between. It's like, okay, inflation not that bad, but still rising. So next month could be worse or stuff like that. So we're going to see. This is coming in at 11 a.m. We're going to be triggered with the update on that and see what happens with GBP CPI. So I want to hold off on any serious analysis here on GJ until we see the CPI figures come through and we see where price leads us. But we are in the same spot that we were yesterday, literally the exact same spot. We were here yesterday and we're here today. So maybe about 10 pips difference. So there's been no progression overnight. Nothing's really happened. We popped up, popped down, popped up, popped down. So yeah, no serious progression in price, so the analysis is not going to be drastically different. If you were to look at the daily time frame here, we have closed the daily time frame bullish. We are tested that daily resistance up there. We can mark this daily resistance here. So closing bullish, tested daily resistance, 4-hour time frame also closing bearish, kind of indicating this range between daily resistance and 4-hour support. So looking at what price is doing right now, you know, definitely a mixed bias here, but we're going to hold off on marking any ranges just yet until news here. And then we're going to come back and see where news lays us, because the news starts to push past this 4-hour support, maybe chance to retest daily resistance. If news dumps down, then, you know, this is a massive selling zone below, and this could be the catalyst we need for sells. And to see that, we need to see inflation figures come back better than expected, right? Better than expected is gonna be able to present a move like that. So we're going to see what ends up happening, and then we're going to tackle it once we see the information with news. Now, looking at gold here on the other hand here, gold is definitely interesting. Daily close here. Look at this daily close. This is a breakout close, but the last breakout close we had, until it broke this wick, we had no continuation. So we need to make a new high, and this is what people kind of will not notice here. Is yes, that's a very good close and gives us a chance to break the high, right? This does give us a chance to break the high, closing above the range. But until this high is broken, I don't see, you know, heavy continuation being a play here. Could simply be a retest up into these 4-hour ranges here, fake out now with this 4-hour closing back inside of the range, and then we start to head down a little bit. Otherwise, we're bullish, and we're going to see price practically continue here, break through highs and start to continue up. Nevertheless, we are mixed bias session, so this session will allow us to tackle both of those scenarios. We'll be able to tackle price moving up. We'll also be able to tackle potentially if price wants to reject from here and continue down. So looking at the 1-hour time frame, we can see 1-hour supports formed here. We have the resistance here, the same as the 4-hour resistance. We have, where's our 15? 15 is going to be here. We're going to bring this here. Immediately, this is going to be your selling zone where you would probably look for sells. Now, the buys are interesting because most of the buys have been taken up already, but this could be a nice opportunity to see structure formed, start to leave this high. You have about 35 pips back to 4-hour resistance. Definitely a tradable range above there. If there's an opportunity potentially to trade to this range, also going to be in the cards. Already 29 pip move down. That's going to be in the cards. Now for sells, Sells is going to be interesting here right now. We have not broken 4-hour low. It has leaving a rejection wick here. How am I going to sell this? I really prefer like a breakout sell, if I'm being honest, especially with this bullish momentum up. Yes, we're at the top of the range, but look how these sells come through, right? We see price do a change of structure, and then we get this close below here. This close below was the catalyst with a setup 3 here to retest this low. You probably would have got, unless this made a top wick first, you would have got screwed on this. But the whole idea is, what did the price action do? And the price action needed a change of structure towards the downside. So we can get that here. What I basically need to see is basically what it's doing now. Next candle maybe close something like this, then the next candle close below. That will allow us to take the sells down. You can see that rarely when we form a high, if you're just trying to sell a bearish candle, doesn't work very well. Until we have that change of structure, which literally started from up here, only that gives you that reversal with confirmation. Otherwise, we're just trying to call a top right now, which is not something I really want to be doing, especially with gold bullish momentum, higher time frame. But look, as soon as structure changes, we see that. Do we have a structure shift? Not yet. Not yet in our current price action. For an entry, I mean, we did have some back here and it filled its target to where it needed to go, but right now we don't. So just selling off one bearish candle close, it's kind of 50-50, you know. So we have to see how that goes. You know, we do have meeting minutes here. It normally doesn't do too much here. I wouldn't be too worried about meeting minutes. I don't normally see the biggest move in meeting minutes. So yeah, we're gonna see how price action ends up forming. Now for DAX, DAX is very interesting. Yesterday I did end up taking sells on DAX. Long time since I've taken sells on DAX, but I had great confirmation for those sells with candles starting to close bearish and 5-minute closures there. I did post it in the public group for those who are asking. We did speak about this in stream, right? We spoke about this in stream, what sells we're looking for. It just came after, maybe about 30 minutes after stream or something. It came here. We were still on Zoom, managed to take this. Was very interesting the way it closed. It teased closing quite a few times, and we got this little like thunderstorm, and just relied on higher time frame breaking the low to get a quick push. If that quick push didn't come, I'd be hesitant and probably close, try my best to close at entry, or close maybe 1 or 2 points in minus if that was to slip me a bit. But luckily it pushed through nicely. We danced around at the 15 and then got a quick push through. I just closed here, as you saw, towards this 5-minute level here, as we started to reject and called it quits there. But price made an amazing recovery, and that's what I want to explain about this price action. It was a pullback move, and it was did retest this previous structure here. So we did retest something to give this move, and now we're back up to where we were. We're back up to where we were yesterday. Now the nice thing is in this area of time we have formed a pullback, so there is liquidity in this move. So if we're looking at daily time frame here, daily is forming a setup 3 basically. This is a setup 3. We have broken the high already. Looking at the 4-hour time frame is a bit of an issue here. Technically, in terms of candle closures, we have a bearish bias because previous daily close bearish, previous 4-hour close is bearish here. So technically, this would be seen as the bearish bias, but price action wise, it's not a bearish formation, and this is where the bias indicator, if people don't know how the bias indicator is made, they're going to get confused in this scenario and only look for sells. Yeah, we're not on a bullish bias, which would have been higher probabilities, but the way that this bearish bias is formed, we have a weak daily candle and a weak 4-hour candle. If this 4-hour candle broke structure, closing below 22,861, yeah, now I can really start to argue that today's sells I would consider a lot more. But at the moment here, with how price action is developing, I believe all-time high, leaving all-time high can give an opportunity. We attempted in Asian session to break all-time high, but that's the inconsistency of volume. It did fail, but we did make a new high for the day already. So we have a new daily high. So re-breaking, if now it would be interesting. I mean, it would today. It's weird because today is technically, remember the 7 candles, so we're basically, this is the 7th daily candle. Let's just double check. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6, yeah, 7th daily candle did close bearish, but that is normally what we see, is we see a candle close bearish. So it's actually nice to see working on the 7th candle actually closing bearish. And then this candle we're working on today can give us the continuation. So yeah, I would say keep it simple now. The only thing I'm thinking is there an opportunity to take sells? And potentially yes. Potentially if we see heavy breakdowns, you know, there could be an opportunity to take sells. More so importantly, below yesterday's range, right? This is where it's going to be a better zone to sell, below yesterday's range. Otherwise, this can be used as liquidity. But even if this is used as liquidity, if we're just not seeing any continuation up, we can sell from here to here. But that could be a good buying zone as well later. Otherwise, breakouts. There's a little 30 here, so I'd prefer to get below this 30 here as well. It's very close. It's just a little bit lower than the 15. 5 is tapping there as well. To be honest, all of this I see as potential liquidity grab stuff. But it's just really, really interesting to see. It's actually like, I wonder how powerful that would be. This is not a scenario I've tested too much. I am sticking to the bullish bias, but it's not a scenario I've tested. Like, is those two candles just because they flash bearish enough to actually cause price to go down today? We'll find out. But ultimately here, breakout trades I am interested in. But yeah, obviously after Frankfurt Open, you know, we're sitting very close to the highs here, so it won't take much for price to get above here. Question is, do we get the continuation or not? Working on the 7th day. Technically 6th day, we've had a pullback of sorts. So to be honest, probabilities is not it is, you know, obviously scary without a significant pullback, but there is a pullback, so probabilities are not as bad, you know, and it doesn't make it worse. The only thing that's gonna reduce probabilities here is gonna be that 4-hour bearish, daily bearish, but the way it's formed is not bearish. So it's going to be an interesting one, nevertheless, to see how this session pans out. Just as a general knowledge, just for general knowledge, I'll be interested in this scenario. How does this session end up panning out? Regardless, I'm not going to be scared to take a trade, but I do understand that it's going to be interesting to see, because technically we have that bearish bias. 4-hour is rejecting something. But to me, this looks like a bullish consolidation. So I'm more on the buying side. Buying side for me is what makes sense. So that's going to be the plan on DAX, the plan on gold, and the plan on GJ here. So pretty much prepared here for the day. Straightforward analysis. We have news in about 10 minutes here, GBP CPI. And we're going to see what ends up happening. All right. So appreciate you all joining up to the stream. Hope you guys understood and enjoyed the analysis. If you did, leave a like on the stream. Get the likes up to 150 so I don't have to ask. We're going to do a news poll as well. We'll do that. Have a look at what you guys are saying. Yesterday, nothing really happened, but CPI should move, so we're going to see that. So, yeah. It's been a few months. Yo, man, hope you're good. Make sure to leave a like or Harry gonna get really sad after stream. No, man, don't say that, because then they're not, and then because they want to see me sad. It's like you have to say, guys, don't leave a like, otherwise Harry will be really happy. It's like, no, we don't want him to be. We're gonna press down. You have to do reverse psychology, brother. Reverse. It's gonna dump GJ. Okay, we're gonna see. Let's put the news poll now. We're gonna put the news poll now. And we're gonna see if you guys are right or wrong. This year you guys are not very good on the predictions. Last year you guys had like 90% win rate. This year I think you had 50% win rate. Alright, put the poll in chat, let's see. While we wait, let's flick through some of the plans here. Enough range for DAX down? Probably not. Nope. Below the 30 better. Yeah, people scared of bias, but look, I want people to identify how bias was made. This is going to be important. Still consider sells all the way there. Yep. From the top of the range sells. Interesting. This is, I don't like that idea because this is a very common mistake people make. Very dangerous mistakes, taking buys and sells in the same zone. Very dangerous. Do not buy and sell in the same zone. Okay, interesting. Makes sense. Sell below the 30. Buy above 2040. I think you should also be looking, maybe sell option inside the range. And you see, I think you can, maybe there'll be a buy or a sell option in the range. We'll see how that forms. Manning's DAX plan. Yep. Sells there. Fair enough. I think this move below the 30 would be nice. Technically, bearish tight zone would also consider buy at 1 hour. Yep. I think we sell below the 30 would be better. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens with GJ here. Mixed bias. Structure to form 38. Fine. Looking at pullback, continuous sells. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense, Berto. Deep pullback buys after structure. Maybe if we fail here, we're even taking sells. Yep. You saw my plan, so you can compare. Yeah. What? I'm saying you can compare because I said there's also sell options in there. You say guys just copied me? No. So you can compare to me. Break buy sells there. I'll put this below the 30 minutes, same feedback. The rest is fine. Set up one, yes. Cool. Don't buy gold today, it's a trap. Yeah, but if you buy gold in a range, it could still trap, but you could still get out in profit, right? So if it wants to trap, you'd be safe. Price action will tell us if it wants to trap. Because we'll see a nice random move up, get everyone in, into buys, and then it will dump. Let's see, man. 50% up, 46% down, 54% up. So people are saying up again. It's like you guys only vote one side. 69 votes. Nice DAX trade yesterday. Thanks for talking about it before ending stream. Yes, well done to you for listening to it, right? Well done for listening to it. That's my point. Like, I'm gonna stream for my time, but if stuff comes after stream, very, very, we always discuss. I never just take random options. All of my plans are discussed publicly. So if you listen up, you can do it. I mean, yesterday in the group, we had some very good discussion in the exclusive group because it was quite technical with how the candles were closing. Next one closed bullish, still giving it a shot, breaking the low, but wanting it to have a good push first. So both ways kind of kept us safe. Would the CPI affect indices, particularly the FTSE? Of course, definitely affect FTSE. There's a smart one on YouTube, or what's happening? Will CPI affect Euro USD? Not so much, no. Oh, you wondered. Yes. I get what you're saying now. Gold looks like a trap for both sellers and buyers. Let's see. All right, put your votes in because news coming in 3 minutes. And it's 50-50, guys. This is BS. 50-50. Guys can't have 50-50. That's not fair. That's like me taking a buy and a sell, and whichever one wins, I claim I win. Then my win rate will be 100%. High CPI is bad for economy? Yes, but strong for currency. Broken chat indicator, I'm telling you. What's your prediction? I don't trade news, but I would assume that that it comes in maybe 1% low, 0.1% lower, like 2.7. 2.7 or something. It's a pretty big jump, 2.5 to 2.8. Like 0.3%. But it can happen, it can happen. Maybe it comes back higher. That would be like a big shock. Then we're going to see GBP have the highest interest rates for longer, way longer. Why do you only look for trades opportunities on these 3 pairs? Because any more than 3 pairs, it's too much to manage, and it's difficult to disperse risk amongst them long term, because you are trying to manage and disperse risk amongst possible pairs that have multiple setups during one given time. And if you're trying to take multiple setups during one given time, you are dispersing a different risk amongst that. You don't want to be over risks, maybe risking 3% in one day and all those 3 hit a loss. Why? Because they were following the same momentum of the session and it was like a session-based move. You end up losing. Not only that, you have lack of control and lack of awareness of what price action is doing when you're trying to concentrate on, I would say, more than 2 pairs. 3 pairs was a stretch for me. I was mostly focused on 2 pairs. I've been able to now get up to 3, and sometimes 3 is hectic. I'm gonna close the vote now. 108 votes here. 50-50 is your vote. So this is BS. This is BS. If you swing, you get a lot of pairs. Yeah, but swing you need to have a lot of pairs to swing, but you're not entering 5 swing trades a day, right? It's not happening. You're not entering 5 trades. All right. Votes is 51-49, 50-50 basically. If I left enough votes, it would be 50-50. So 50-50, I guess. So very, very bad. We don't know. You guys, chat indicator is not working. Broken chat indicator. No BS, CPI will come as expected. Yeah, it's a pretty big jump, 0.3%. Hello everyone, good luck and wish you all the best today. Thank you, brother. Same to you. 7 seconds. Let's see. I'm more interested in the number. Imagine it doesn't move big. CPI should move, no? Okay, that's considered. So it's up. So those who voted up out of the 50% is right. I mean, GBP back, guys, back in 2021, 2022, I'm telling you, go and back test 2021, 2022 CPI move. Right? Go back test that. Go back test that 2021, 2022 CPI move and you will see. You will see 100 pips on GJ always. Always 100 pips. See, news came back as 3%. Holy shit. That's not good. That's not good. That's definitely going to be bullish for pound. And now we're seeing pound punish some sellers now. That's such a small move. It just shows you how people really don't care about the GJ these days, man. I think we get a bigger move in. Yeah, that's nuts. CPI. You see what CPI does to gold, right? You see what CPI does to gold. Look at CPI these days. Go back test 2021, 2022, even 2023. CPI and interest rate decisions on GJ. In those times, you see 100 pip move every single thing. Especially 2022, very easy play. 2022, CPI would dump GJ, right? And then it would pump ahead of interest rate decisions. So all you had to do is wait for the CPI to give you a pullback and then buy ahead of interest rate decisions. Why do you always drink water? Because I'm human. What question is this? Actually, no. The other day, this is a weird question. This is a weird question. I saw someone commented on one of my reels or my no. This is a weird comment. Someone commented. Your hands don't match your biceps. Brother, how does this hand need to match a bicep? What do you mean? He's like, your hands are small compared to your biceps. What do you want me to take? Growth hormone so I get fat fingers or what? I mean, it's like a compliment. Okay, biceps are big maybe. So maybe that's a compliment, but then my hands are too small. You can see, I mean, hands are not small, that's a mouse. Let's see how gold is done here on the open. Yeah, just pulling back, I want to see how DAX has done. So DAX moving down, pretty low volume on DAX if you notice here. Pretty low volume, 1 hour closing bearish still, so we need to see what happens. 884 is going to be the number, 900 above. Wow, we're almost at 23k. 23k can happen on one big move. We're at 23k. It's done. 23k. I found it an interesting comment. Yes, interesting comment. It's not something I really notice if I'm looking at someone. Harry, I'll be in Egypt tomorrow and looking to get more involved with Pip Labs and your exclusive. You're more than welcome, brother. Any help you need, you can reach out to me. Maybe take a trade. You drink a lot of water. No. I just drink a lot of water in general. Do you take creatine? Yes. Harry, what do you think about taking steroids? I'm not here to advise what you do, but I think unless... Hey man, I think most people are not disciplined enough, or if it's not worth for you to take steroids. If you are taking steroids but missing diet, missing training hard, missing being disciplined, missing sleeping properly, missing actually running a program that you do shit to your best ability, there's no place for steroids. Steroids is not an excuse. And obviously the health effects is not going to be worth what most people will use them for. If you want to achieve a certain look, just push yourself naturally as much as possible. Push your limits there. Dubai weather report today. Today we have not one cloud in the sky. 25 degrees, pure sun. That's what we have today. That's your Dubai weather report. There are some herbal HGH stimulants that are way better than the risk of steroids. I mean, in terms of, I shouldn't be talking about this on. I think you get shadow banned. So I need to be careful because I think my channel is getting shadow banned or something because of these talks we've been having. Really, I'm serious. Did you hear that, YouTube? Did you hear that, YouTube? Steroids is bad. I do not, You do get shadow banned? Yeah, that's what I thought. So maybe I shouldn't. We'll keep that to exclusive group. Exclusive group, nothing is... Zoom doesn't care. UK is gloomy and cold like every other day. Yep, that sounds like exactly where you're from. And then when you come to Dubai, you complain about sweating out of your belly button. I can't help you, you know. It's like, this is classic British. Classic, everyone, classic, you know. Complain about the bad weather, come here and complain about the sun. We love our countrymen. Dubai 21 degrees is enough to get my face burnt. UV is crazy. Really? I didn't find UV is quite strong. UV in Australia is very, very strong. I find other countries stronger. Oh, it's probably I'm just accustomed to it. How do you know you're shadow banned? You can see YouTube not pushing your content, you know, for the size of the channel and how it used to be. Like, I used to have on stream 800 viewers, 750, you know. And there's so many people that come back after like 2-3 months are like, oh, you're still streaming? It's like, yeah, oh, I didn't get notified. They just stop pushing. But it's also like algorithm ebbs and flows and stuff like that, you know. It's really complex. Maybe it thinks I'm a robot because of how consistent I am. You're not shadow banned. I got you as recommended. Yeah, I don't think if I was, then things would be a lot worse. I'm not shadow banned, but I don't want to be. In the UK, we're always complaining about the weather. I wonder if they're doing this to a large majority of people in the Forex space. US is big into regulating this stuff. No, so now crypto is popped off. The algorithm's gonna promote more when it looks at trading as a whole. It's trading and crypto together. All of the crypto channels are gonna start popping off again. When crypto dies down again, people are gonna start getting bored from crypto. People are gonna start getting bored from crypto, and then the views won't come, even though algorithm is pushing crypto videos. They're going to start pushing general trading again. It's just how it works, right? Because the algorithm, its goal is to whatever's hot, right? It's trying to profit generate off ads, you know. I think it's because people here don't engage much, like and comment. I think no, we have a good amount of people that show up, you know. Chat is somewhat active. There's always room, you know, and if people want to support, they'll leave a like, they'll leave a subscribe, you know. It's more subscribes, you know. People want to see how it is. Yeah, I noticed I didn't receive a notification for a month. Yeah, this is my point. Some people are receiving, some people are not. So it's like a half. It's really weird. It's very, very weird. But you're receiving notifications for other people? We can see the stats of the last video. Let's go see. We can see the stats of the last video, where most of the content is coming from. This is the last video I made. So 70% of the views is coming from YouTube recommendations. 6% of my views is coming from notifications. 5% of subscribers are only watching my videos. So out of my subscribers, only 5% are watching my videos, the rest are not. And this is the problem, right? Only 5%. And see, like even the people on the stream are not watching my videos, because we have 400 people here, only 136 people, only 136 people from my subscribers have watched this video. It's crazy to think about, you know? Crazy to think about. So that shows you, you know? So that's how you can see how it is. But it's nice that 70% of the views are coming from other people getting to say it. That's how YouTube works, though. You know, it's complex, man. It's not easy. People think it's easy. I'm a subscriber. It doesn't notify. I don't know why. Yeah, but maybe you guys are subscribers without the bell on, because for each channel you have to turn on. There's like a bell. Maybe I can do it for my own channel. I know I can't subscribe to my own channel. Can anyone show them the bell? Let's take a screenshot, as I can't subscribe to my own channel. But if you look at the channel, this is the channel growth. Channel is growing. Like, people just need to understand, like, it is growing. Yeah, it seems like it, but it's growing. I'm happy. But the thing is, we have quality here. Like, I show up every day to an audience that is pretty quality. I think we have one of the most highest quality audiences. People don't like to just see someone long-term successful and doing stuff like that, you know. Bell is on, still no notification. Really? Well, the only way that, and this is not, yeah, like some people get notifications, some are not. The only way you can get a notification now is if you actually engage with my content. Because do you know that just like this, you need to turn on the bell like this, guys. All. Make sure all is on. If you have it on personalized, right? If you have it on personalized, then obviously if you don't engage with my content, it's not going to push it to you because you're not engaging with my content. You know? Nice to catch the stream again. Happily funded now, thanks to Exclusive. I hope you're well, Harry. Good to see you, brother. Been a long time, man. Funded now. Very, very happy about that. Shout out Exclusive. Let's go. Big up. Big up, big up. DAX breakout I want today. DAX breakout. I subscribe and always get the notification. Need to set that up. Okay, cool. When is Exclusive gonna open? Exclusive gonna open in on the first. First will be a Monday, I think, if I'm not wrong. Is the first a Monday, guys? I'm gonna check. No, it's not. So it's gonna be open on the 3rd, actually, the 3rd. It's gonna be open on the 3rd. Maybe I'll open it over the weekend then, just so people can get in and get a custom on the weekend. So we'll just open it maybe like on the actual Saturday. It's fine. It doesn't really make a difference. It actually might be better. I used to open it beginning of the week, but some people might want to join and watch the content over the weekend, join the webinar, and just get settled in the group. And then, boom, Monday we're back in action. Monday we're back in action. I received the Pip Labs giveaway. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that, man. Enjoy it. And let us know what you think. But I'm not worried. You know, value over time does well. Value over time does well. It's just about, can I sustain enough people to support that the algorithm doesn't just throw you into a corner. That's how it's going to work. But I think I put up enough value. Harry came to the just came to the stream. Did you take yesterday NY gold setup? Yes, people did. I didn't. I took DAX in the morning. We took DAX after stream, but in the exclusive group, yeah, you can see. Let's go see. Let's go see. Let's go see. There was a discussion there. This gold setup. Yep. Here's when they took it. In. In. Joe closed 1-1. But yeah, this was the setup. Yeah, above that key level, that's since London. It was struggling at that. Since London, it's pretty nuts. I still have a tiny runner. Was nuts. Yeah, one of our guys in our group took it from Asian and held a runner from Asian. Right, so he's holding from Asian. That's a nice runner. From Asian. I think he closed at a 1-4 or something. A 1-4. 280 pips to the highs. 12 minutes for potential setup 1. Close above the range. Buys. 31 pips. What stop here? Wow, that's a nice stop. Would be nice for this 5 minute to even close bearish, so we can, because it needs to do something for 12 minutes, right? I don't think it's gonna hover here for 12 minutes. So it would be a good idea if it could make some structure. Did you check the F1 team livery reveal yesterday? I didn't. How's the new liveries looking? Didn't have time. I did have time, I just didn't know. There's no excuse. I hate saying that. I didn't have time doesn't exist. It just means I prioritize something else. There's no such thing as you don't have time. Everyone has time. It was the worst event ever. Well, it looks like I allocated my other time wisely. Funding pips is giving funded accounts without any evaluation. Your views on that? Check the rules, right? Just check the rules. I think the future of prop firms, trust me, the future of prop firms will be no evaluation, but the rules are going to tighten up. They're going to tighten up. And probably how they will tighten up is maybe you get like 1 to 10 leverage. You know, that's one way. Or you can only take X amount of trades per day. You know, stuff like this. It was a cool idea to do a massive yield, but way overhyped and over the top. Yeah, but how's the livery looking? I want to see the livery. Hopefully gold can actually create some structure here for us to take a buy. It's a green Ferrari. Man, why do you have to do this bullshit, man? Just keep Ferrari red, man. Like, you can't change that. That's like Hermes. Hermes changing the stuff from orange to purple. Like, what? Capping is capping. Someone send me a website showing delivery. Yeah, yellow is fine. I think yellow people would accept. I took the instant funding evaluation and the leverage was poor, 1 to 10. Yeah, exactly. Spreads were terrible. Yeah, stuff like that make you lose. Maximum loss 5% is perfect. I mean, you can experience 5% drawdown in your career. So, yeah, it makes sense. But I think the future of prop firms will be no evaluation. I think it would be. I wonder how they would work. We'd have to experiment with them. How to manage when spreads are big? Is it better to execute limit order? No order will be safe from spread. Spread is spread. No matter what order you take, actually even limit will be worse because price will have to, like, let's say you have 3 pips spread. With a limit order, price will have to go 3 pips below your entry or above your entry to trigger the actual entry. So it could even tap into your zone and you won't be triggered. You know, buy stop as well. Buy stop will be triggered 3 pips earlier. So let's say you buy stop the high here. If you have high spread, even though price reached here, spread would have triggered you in. And look what happens now. That's why I always say when using buy stops, you have to account for spread. You know, so if you see spread spiking to 1 pip, then account for spread at least, you know. Unpopular opinion, spread doesn't matter. Anything up to 3 pips for a prop firm is fine. People can take L's because they can't trade due to spread. Agreed. I think it's overcomplicated. I could trade with 3-4 pip spread. No problem. It would be annoying, yes. It would reduce my profitability, but it would just be a bigger cost to my trading. It wouldn't affect my trading. And that's the difference, is it would cost me more. Commissions cost me more than spreads. Commissions is a big eater, especially if you're in a break even, taking a few break evens, commissions add up. Bro, the IC market spread is good, yes. What do you think about professional trading account with brokers? A good idea, or do they offer a trap to you? I mean, how much are you looking to deposit to that broker? You know, that's my point. Like, professional account, $5,000. Why do you need a professional account for $5,000? Surely just their ECN account, low spread account would be fine. Professional account is when you're popping big lots, man. At least you need to be popping 400 lots, I think, per month. At least 400 lots a month, you know, to have professional account. $5,000 ain't gonna do much. ADSS spread is high? Yeah. You can switch. You know, but make sure you're not depositing 5,000 to lose money, man. You know, make sure you have the skill. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with, to protect that. Set a budget, right? I see a lot of people jump to deposit and you're not going to make money on that. Like, you don't even need to deposit 5,000 to start. Like, just prove yourself profitable on 1,000, 500, whatever you're comfortable with. And if you actually want to get good at the skill, you know, then spend time actually applying the skills, you know, spending money on yourself to either, you know, seriously, it doesn't have to be mine, but like backtest, prove yourself there, and, you know, come join us if you want. Even in the exclusive there can help you, you know. But just, I don't want a story after like 2 months, bro, I've lost $2,000, when that can be avoidable. That's all I'm saying. You really can avoid that. Bro, your camera is not clear, brother. This camera is one of the most HD cameras there are. Harry, do you stream US session every day in your exclusive group? No, we have NY live chat. I do stream. Today I'll be streaming NY session in the group, yes. Wednesdays. Otherwise we have live chat. My plans are sent every single day. It's equivalent of live, it's just I'm not there speaking. But I'm always active. These are all my trade plans sent. Yesterday gold buys sent. Buys above setup 1, and I even send a video. I send a video analysis. That video analysis, I talk about how I want to close above 15. I don't trust the first one, and you can see the first one actually came down. You know, you would have been put in shit drawdown, and then we get the close above 15. Is the exclusive group full already? No. It's just going to be opening next. And it's not too long till it opens anyways. We'll open a wait list if you want to do that. How long do you think it will take for someone to have a 60% win ratio starting from 0 with your courses? Actually, starting from 0 might be better. You might get profitable faster because you're starting fresh. 60% win rate consistently over time will take you a year to prove yourself anyways, but to start to see profitability, probably 6 months from 0. 6 months you can start, because you're going to start from such a leg up, right? You're not going to start with BS. It's going to be very clear, very straightforward, and all of the things are going to be laid out in front of you. So 6 months you start to see profitability, and then your psychology is going to fuck you up. Then you're not psychology, but just emotions and your risk management and all of this. You know, so all of that is going to come. So that's what's going to actually hinder you. But in terms of learning the technicals, the small details from experience with time will come. This is the difference why I like to let people apply the concepts, right? I remember that Wednesday you streamed New York and YouTube, is 20-minute stream, came up, gold gave the setup, took the trade, waited 10 minutes, then peace. Yeah, it was a nice, we streamed New York once. We had a trade during that time, took a quick buy, won the trade, and then hopped off stream. That's it, man. Is it monthly or lifetime, and how much? It's monthly. It's $1.8 per day. Less than a coffee. Less than a coffee. That was a quick stream. I hanged around for a little bit after, for sure. How's Dax doing? Trying to create supports. Would like to hear your comment on this gold trade this morning. Let's have a look, Finn. All right. So you took a buy here, stop loss well below the range here. I think you could have got, I know it's such a small difference, but you're fine to put stop loss here, first of all. That's okay below this, but this is definitely super safe. Previous high, close when reacting to 1 hour. Fine, you close when it reacted to 1 hour, but I think moving from here to here, again, you want to try to stay more away from these fully negative risk reward, but based on the 1 hour being there, it makes sense to close. Trade setup makes sense. If this was a higher volume time, you know, you could have stop here, and this, oh, I think that's a 1-to-1. There makes sense. You know, but I get it, trying to be safe here. If price wanted to come down, retest like this, and then continue up. Especially no bottom wick on previous. Sometimes can do that, especially at lower volume time. Pair not seen video, brother. You said my video is not clear. You said this video is not clear. My camera is not clear. What's not clear is your head is not clear. That's the problem. Not thinking properly, brother. You know how to use YouTube? You can just put in settings, change the quality, put the quality to max quality. If your internet cannot handle max quality, maybe see a doctor, man. Don't know how I can help you more. What time does NY live stream start? NY Eastern time, 8 a.m. Eastern. 8 a.m. Eastern. But we're on live chat every single day from 7:30 a.m. Eastern. I send my plans around 7 a.m. Eastern, 7:10 a.m. Eastern, around that time. Just have to be active in the chat. You'll understand the flow. Plans are here. You just check my plans. You know what to wait for. And then we're discussing based on my plans in here. All NY session. And it's not like too hectic. Like the whole NY session, there's only like, 30, 40 messages and stuff. So you just follow along. And if you're lost, you ask. I joined your Discord half an hour ago and I got 7 friend requests from scammers using your name. Yeah, it's crazy. They're all idiots. They're all idiots. My quality is 360 and I change it. It's very clear. Thanks for suggesting the settings. Well, there you go, bro. Sometimes you have to just give a bollocking. All right, gold closed below. We saw it reject. So yeah, 5-minute structure is made, but I wish this was made on this candle and then the next candle close above. Give me a trade. But again, keeping me safe. Nothing close above, no trade. Until we close above, then I'm going to take a trade if we close above. Yes, he was on 360p, man. Of course he can't see anything. What do you think about drawing? What do you think about only drawing the highs and lows of last 3-4 days, ignoring 15-minute levels? How will that help you? That's my question. So you're drawing highs and lows of days. What are you going to do with those highs and lows? And why would you ignore the 15-minute levels? What's the point of drawing the levels? That should be your question to yourself. You know? So that would be my question to you. So if you're going to do that, how is it going to help you to draw highs and lows? And what are you going to do with that? Give me a sec. Someone's at the door. Go answer it. Be back in 10 seconds. Not literally, but... Highs and lows seem to be much more important than 15-minute levels. So this is not important, right? That's why we're getting a reaction here. It's not important. Because if highs and lows are important, then how are you going to take a trade based on the high and low? So you find the high, find the low, then what? Because you need to put a stop loss. So maybe if you were taking a trade here, now you're holding drawdown. Where's your stop loss? At the low of the day? Well, now your stop loss is 150 pips minimum. You see what I'm saying? So it's all relative to what you're trying to achieve on the charts. What position you need to enter, what's your entry trigger, all of that's going to become relative. And I can assure you 15-minute levels are important. So my question to you is like, okay, that's no problem if you want to mark highs and lows, but what are you going to do with those highs and lows? How is it going to help you enter a trade? Because that's the goal, right? The goal is not only to mark highs and lows and see the reaction, but okay, what's going to be the trigger for your trade? how you're going to put a stop loss within those, and how you're going to make sure that if price reacts at a 15-minute level or reacts at a 1-hour level like this, right? Or reacts at a 4-hour level, okay? Because we see like, look, this 4-hour resistance up here, right? If we're reacting at these levels, how are you going to make sure? Same way this reaction here. How are you going to make sure that this is not going to stop you out? Because if you add your stop loss below this candle, you're done already. This was a 15-minute close, right? 15-minute level. I see the logic, but how long is a 15-minute level valid? I see, that's where the problem is. Have you watched the markup video in WOP? So if you haven't done that homework, you really need to do that. It's going to really help you. Watch that. You have? Cool. So that shows you how to mark up those levels. In that video, it says if a level has been crossed through how many times? Answer me. How many times for it to be not valid anymore? Try recall, right? Apply. If I tell you, you might forget again. If you have to recall, you might remember. 3 times? Almost. Almost. Twice. Twice and then it's not valid. Is it okay to backtest while waiting for a trade or no? It's more of, yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing, but if you get distracted, it will be a bad thing, right? Yo, what I miss? I was busy with work. Yeah, you missed a massive trade, man. We took about 150 points on DAX. Relax. Nice. No, man, I need to quit my job. Yeah, did you see? Look at the push on DAX you missed, bro. Look at 150 points. Banger. Look at that. GJ is so cooked, huh? It's like absolutely no one's trading GJ, bro. No volume. Gold, this is a pullback we want. If this can close bearish, next one close above, we're ready for action. We are ready for action. Maybe another late trade today again. I hope not too late. I have an appointment. I don't want to be... Just give it to us at London Open or something. Come on. But you see this, Scott? This is a 15-minute level, right? You say it's not an important level, but look at the reaction we're getting off the 15-minute level, right? Like, this is a problem if you're taking a trade, because now your trade is failing. Why is your trade failing? Because of the 15-minute level. If a 15-minute level has reacted to it but not passed through 2 times, it's invalid. It's still valid, yes. If it's just reacted off it but hasn't crossed through it twice, it's still valid, right? So like this level back here, right? We could test it 2 or 3 times, it's still going to be a valid level. But the time we cross through it once, cross through it twice, it invalidates it. What setup will this be? This would be a setup 1 if it was to close above here. Yes, would be a setup 1. Are you waiting till after the housing news in US to come on stream tonight? No. Today I'm not worried about any news in US. All of this is fine. Meeting minutes is very far away. This stuff is not going to be too much. Will this be a bad trade idea since we tapped 4-hour resistance and are trading back into it again? We haven't tapped back into it. Oh, and GJ. It's an idea, yeah, but it's like it's a tough one. It's an idea though. With volume, yes, you'll be able to push through that, no problem. It's an idea. You'd actually want to see... It's tough. It's like such a shitty range, eh? Based on 30-minute, like if this can close bearish, the next one close above, maybe, yeah. And then you have to watch that previous 4-hour. This one's fine. Now you can watch this 4-hour resistance. It's a tight range. Brother Harry, do you think that sometimes as a trader you gotta increase that risk and double down when you see a setup that you're sure about? Never. Never. Because nothing is sure in the market. Nothing is 100%. If something was 100%, even 95%, you know, that 5% will bite you if you're doing something silly. It's just how it works. I don't know why it works like that, but trust. Like if I have a setup that's 90% win rate, 90%, I'm very sure about it, and I go on that day and put big risk, or I do something special, that's the day I lose. You know? So it's not given like that. What DAX L did you take? It's just how the market works. Like me, big risk loss. Yeah, it's just how it works. It's called Sod's Law in England. Yeah, that's the saying. Sod's Law. Bro, what about taking a trade, taking this trade every promising setup and risking 0.2 every trade? Would you get more trades and let property work faster? What do you mean by that? Taking what trade? 0.2%, I don't want to do that. Got triggered without breaking the high. When was this? When was that? London or NY? Oh, NYSE. I'd say to keep it safer, don't trade NYSE. That's what I was thinking, like, damn, what time was that? I don't remember that move. It's okay. Risk was managed. The problem I have with invalidating a 15-minute level after it's been passed is if you scroll back ever, level has been passed through in the last week. Every level, no, but you're looking at most recent levels. Why are you looking at previous levels? You're not looking at a level all the way back here. You're always looking at what's most recent. You're not trying to catch all of the resistances, all the support. Like, okay, let me ask you this question. What 15-minute resistance do we care about in this scenario? Do we care about A? Do we care about B? Or do we care about C? What is the most relevant immediate level here? A, B, or C? C, right? Don't anyone else don't. Yeah, this is C. C is the next level, right? So why do you have to scroll back? Right? C is going to be the next 15-minute level. So you don't have to scroll back. Has it been crossed through twice? No. It's just about to test it. But we don't need to mark it. Why don't we need to mark it? Because I'm not trading from C to anywhere. C is not a tradable zone. My tradable zone is above B. So then I mark my resistance at B. Now, if I was trading above B, I would go and scroll back and see where is the next level above B. Right? I'd find the next level above B. And that would be my target. Peter, you okay or what? Trading NYSE is a bit more difficult than trading London Open. What do you think? Depends what pair. NYSE Open, I won't trade. It's like trading the London Open. The open move can be very quick. I mean, I think there is a way. There is a way on the NYSE Open to catch the open move for sure. For sure. Joe. Direct, huh? Let's see. DAX is warming up here, guys. DAX is warming up. 12 minutes to London Open. I'm liking DAX coming towards the highs here. All-time high on gold this week. Yeah, it's definitely possible for sure. 1 hour trying to close above. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get it. Might get the breakout a little bit before. We want to see some sort of 5-minute structure. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting scenario here. 5 minutes about to close above potentially. No structure yet. So let's see how this forms here. Would be nice to see 5 close bearish, next one close bullish. I wonder if that would be okay to take before the open, 5 minutes before the open. Risky one, but let's see. Whenever I've been in that same scenario, I think the best is going half-half. Half before, and then if you lose because of the open coming, you're only losing half. And if it just ends up flying, at least you have something in. And then if the open just does something where you can add, then you can add the other half. Because you would have got the setup anyways. And if you get some major slippage or something like that, some sort of slippage, then at least you put half. So even if some major slippage, you're not going to lose full out hope. It's going to fly. You have to stay patient though. This is the time to stay patient. Follow your rules. Follow the setups, because where everyone FOMOs in, and these pullbacks can be nasty. Yeah, even gold is trying to close above as well. Both candles here 10 minutes. Gold as well with the 1 hour. 1 hour looks good if it was to close above. So both pairs might set up. We shall see. I take 5 to 7 setups a day. Because of fear, I'm taking some and leaving some. My view is that take all with small risks, so my edge works well in more trades. You have to prove that your edge works more well in more trades. I typically think the opposite. I don't know what your edge is, but I think that taking less trades will allow you to focus and not be scared not to take it because you're only taking 2 positions a day. So why are you scared to take the 2 if those are your 2 options for the day? As long as they follow the plan. What's the worst thing that happens if you're taking 7 trades a day and it's a really bad day and you lose 5 out of 7? It's a bad day. That's 5% down. If you're taking 2 trades a day, the worst day you can have, the worst day is going to be 2% worse. If you follow that rules, right? With gold, is this close above or you take break of higher side, so candle close above? I get confused. Yeah, it depends on how close it is. Let's have a look in this scenario. I would be taking it break. Yeah, it's a great question in this scenario, actually. I would measure for like 3 pips, definitely worth taking. 4 pips, worth taking highest high for sure. If it closed just here, something like this, then I would need a bigger bottom wick. So that would be how I decide that. If a big bottom wick, I'll take it, to catch that 4 pips wick fill. If it's a small bottom wick, then highest high. Bro, in India, illegal in India, there is jail for Forex trader in India. We're also doing risk with Forex. Brother, you are living on the edge. You're living on the edge. You are Rawan, superhero man. Number 1, living on the edge. Number 1 Forex trader. Total risk. Police at your door, making 1,000 rupees in your office, while police banging on your doors. I'm sure there's ways around it. Must have happened to a legendary trader. He in jail. If Forex is banned, I think Forex is banned in India, but please explain to me how this works. How is the top streams with like 20,000 viewers in Hindi all have Indians? Like they must be, There's only one rule, and the rule is you cannot directly deposit or withdraw from a bank to broker. Interesting. It's not completely legal, but it's heavily regulated. Only permitted specific currency pairs involving the Indian rupee. For me, it just sounds like a unknown. What do you mean? Like a gray area, you could say. Check this out, right? Imagine all the impatient traders just buying here impulsively at the highs. I mean, this is a good pullback, definitely creating structure, anything closing above. I just hope this is not the liquidity grab to continue down. I'd rather be taking buys today. Because taking sells today, it's probably going to come in like 30 minutes for a sell setup to play out. We need price to start to dump and all of that stuff. Buy setup, we just need one candle can enter a buy setup. Yeah, what about prop firms, right? Prop firms can't be illegal then. Yeah, I'm hoping this 15 actually closes bullish because we want the 1 hour to create a support here. So give us probabilities for buys, 1 hour creating a support. Obviously, the deeper the support, the better. See what the 1 minute is saying. Yeah, look at that. What should we call this? Up and down. Even Tradingview has an Indian version. Gold is going. Yeah, 4 minutes though. 4 minutes. I have to wait for 4 minutes. 4 minutes till the close above. Meanwhile, gold might have a setup too. Well, I think gold at this point might set up before DAX. Because if DAX, even if DAX closes like this bearish, you know, it will have something that needs to set up. Hey brother, when you first started trading, how did you start disciplining yourself to breaking your rules? I need an electric collar to shock myself. It was more the ability to understand if I broke or rule, I have to not trade for the rest of the day. So the maximum thing that would happen is I would only break my rules once. So I would only get hit once, and that hit might be 2-3% because I might FOMO in a few trades during that time. But I really worked on building discipline outside of the charts, right? So I had the power to be able to say that's enough. I know when to pull up, you know, when to say, okay, that's it. And that was the difference. And then you just get sick of it at some point because you see that you breaking your plan is the times you're losing. So you just know. Like at one point, you know, you get to a stage where you're like, I know I just broke my plan and I'm going to get punished for it and I'm going to lose. But you still hope. You're like, oh, but there's hope. There's hope. I can still win this. Then you lose. And you're like, I knew it. Does setup 1 in perfect scenarios with standard bias have more than an 80% win rate? Wow, that's a great question. Perfect, I probably, yeah, man, because the amount of those perfect ones would probably, I think in 100 trade, yeah, maybe around 85, you know. I see a lot of people saying exposing me, story of my life. Yeah, man, it's just how it works. Like I've been through it myself, you know, and that's why I'm here sharing my experiences as well, because I've been through all that shit. But that's what holds you back, like literally. I think a big game changer for me is realizing that one mistake a week, right, that cost me 1% is making me lose 52% in a year. That's a massive amount, you know? So I said I just need to follow my plan to even have a chance in this game. Like that should prove to you how hard it makes the game. What'd be a perfect scenario then? That's the point. That's what, when you asked that question, that's what I was trying to think. Like, what is a perfect scenario? Best, I tried to follow my plan. If I want to FOMO, I log into my demo and go. That's a good one, you know. Notice how I'm up earlier this fine Wednesday. Let's go, let's go. Why is there no volume this week? It's not only this week, it's actually been for the last 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks, 1.5 weeks. Towards the end of last week was pretty slow. Yesterday there's volume on DAX actually. So I've taken a trade and it played out. There was good volume. It just came late. It came at about 1 p.m. At London there hasn't. So there was volume on DAX, which is nice. Oh, DAX might close bullish here, which is great. 40 seconds here. Gold might close below, unfortunately, which is extremely boring, but it keeps us safe. Keeps us safe from any shitty moves. I don't like that the 1 hour hasn't closed above this zone. It's still closing bullish, though. 30-minute closing doji. That's not the best close on a 30-minute. So we need at least a 15 closing above here. Even if it closes a bit deeper like this, that's fine, because stop loss will only be about 16 pips, right? I would prefer a close like that, maybe 18 pips, 20 pips, and we still have a 24 pip target. So I'd actually prefer a deeper close above here. Now DAX on the other hand, oh, now it just flipped. Come on, man. You're looking good. All right, there's the open. That's not bad. No bottom wick here. 1 hour time frame still closed bullish. We're going to see. Let the open calm down here. And we're going to see what happens. I just saw your videos a year ago. Big difference now. You're buff AF now. Thank you, thank you. I was dieting though. I was dieting, so. When are topless Tuesdays? Brother, today's Wednesday. Topless Tuesdays, we need 1,000 viewers on stream. Then I told you I'll flex my biceps. Someone asked if we're doing something at 100k. Yes, we are doing something at 100k. I am flying someone out to Dubai for like a couple of days. That will be the 100k celebration. Don't know why I signed myself up, but I ended up making it a promise. So yeah, I don't know what YouTube channel is doing that. So actually we're almost at, oh look, we're 86.9. Let's get to 87. Let's get to 87. We're only 100 subscribers away from 87. So leave a subscribe, join us, join the team, join the gang here, guys. Come on, let's go. Tradesharpe, we run it big, guys. We run it big. Best community. Why is it okay for them to ask if topless Tuesday, but if you were female, you'd be instantly banned? Yeah, we're not gonna dive into this section now. Now we're gonna speak about double standards, and we always go down, you know. Harry, is it possible to show your channel growth chart? I think you can search online channel growth, Tradesharpe, but I want to lock in now because this might close above. How big would stops be here on a breakout trade? 18 points, nothing too bad. Do you only watch your two pairs for 2 hours? 2 hours is like my main, but like yesterday I watched it more. There are times, I mean, I'll watch it. It's just those are the best time. We can make some signal seller lifestyle, flexing Rollies and Lambos. Yeah. That's exactly what you want. Who's paying for the Rollies and who's paying for the Lambos? Me, right? Great deal for me. Not only do I fly someone, I then need to buy a Lambo for them to use, and I need to give them a Rolex from me. What if they run away with my Rolex? Bro, if I subscribe to your exclusive group, you will remove me in 1 second. Depends. If you don't do anything bad, I'm not gonna remove you. Why? Come on, man. Rent a Lambo, I know, but who has to pay for the rental? I can sort you the Lambos in Dubai. We got a luxury car repair shop there in Al Quoz. Nice. I'm not going to be driving a customer's car though. Or especially someone, you know. Is the winner going to sleep in your basement? No, I'll have to try. Like, I haven't actually thought about it. We're still a while away. We're not even at 90k, guys. Let's get to 90k first, and then we can discuss about. I need to think of the details. You know? There needs to be details. But no, he's not going to be staying with me. That's a bit too awkward. Like, I don't know the guy, you know. He comes, stays with me. It's like, shit, man. Who knows? Nighttime, you're in trouble. Especially with the direction of this stream. Like, you know, it's literally a lot of sus activity going on in here. Lot of sus activity, you know. So definitely need to make sure I'm safe. You know what I mean? Gym, yeah, if the guy goes gym, we're gonna go gym together. If he doesn't go gym, he's not coming. Oh, imagine that rule. Everyone better start gym. Oh, imagine that rule. That would be a crazy rule. No, goal would be to get to now 87 subs, 87k subs. So leave a sub on the stream. How many losses do you allow per session? Per day I allow two losses in a session. I've never taken 2 losses in a session, because normally if I'm wrong on the move, I'm wrong on the move. I don't mind taking 2 losses in a session if there's like an opportunity I really believe in. You know, so, but after that I'm calling it for sure. DAX still trying to break the resistance. Yeah, we just need to wait for a close above. It's cooking. It's cooking. It just needs to wait for a close above. We're not going down at the moment. We're not going up. But as soon as we get the confirmations, I'll be happy to execute on this. Should maybe organize some meets in Dubai for the subs. Yes, I am actually going to organize just like a meet and greet. I will organize something like that for sure. Always getting my daily laughs on during stream, man. We have to keep it interesting while we wait. And this is the whole point. Imagine this is why. By myself, in this period, I'll be going nuts, man. I'll probably lose so much money trying to FOMO into different stuff. I mean, look, it's only the beginning. Like yesterday, I got a trade. The day before, I took a trade. Regardless, the day before my trade lost. So I'm still like, there's options. I'm taking trades. So I'm not just not doing anything. But, you know, I mean, yesterday was pretty sweet. Well, good patience. It just took time. You had to wait to the end of the session to get that one. When, if ever, you calling the daily direction? I call the session direction every session. What I prefer, but it's based on conditions, right? So if we start trading above this zone, high chance we're going up. You know, same like today. All right, 3 minutes. 3 minutes trying to break the high here. Lot of volume here, actually. I wonder if this will just break no closure. Even 1 minute not giving you a chance. Look at 1 minute. So we need to see 1 minute even give us a chance if we want to go aggressive today. I was actually thinking half on 1 minute actually. But 1 minute is not even giving me an option. Look at this 1 minute candle close. How big is this 1 minute? 23, it's a bit FOMO. Yeah, it's not even more now. Even more now. So just wait. We have to wait. We have to wait. Because even on a 1 minute, you can't get in. And I'm actually planning for a 1 minute right now. I'm planning for a potential 1 minute entry. If price wants to just have massive volume right now. 5 minute close in about 2 minutes. So yeah. Both ways here, even based on a 1 minute, I can't enter. My 1 minute entry would be this candle closing bearish, next one closing above. And that's based on a 1 minute. Tap key level? Yeah, I saw that. Didn't tap on my broker? Let's see where it tap on my broker. This candle high reached. Still hasn't reached. Just about to tap. I think it will reach now. Yeah, that now it tapped it. How big is this 5 candle here, man? 27. 27 still is not too crazy for a big breakout, you know? Especially if we make it, but who knows? 50 seconds here. Very frustrating for it to just rip like this. No option even on 1 minute candles. No options even on 1 minute candles. That's crazy. I have to think about what to wait for here. How am I supposed to take this now? Very deep bottom wick, yes. Just buying off such a big candle like this is FOMO, man. It's like literally, I don't know what. That's just like, okay, get in for the sake of getting in. Yeah, 1 minute strat is going to be valid here. That's what I'm saying. I'm planning for 1 minute as well. This can form it though, but 1 minute's not even giving structure. That's the problem. It does work, Joe. Do you never set up stop orders like buy stop, sell stops? Or is when there's a setup, yeah, but there is no setup. Like if you look at all of our DAX trades, just go back and see all of the DAX wins. You can see how many DAX wins there are. You'll see all the trades are the same. All the same. Check how many DAX wins there are. There's so many times that DAX just fakes out. I mean, this is a valid close, but the problem with this close is that it's quite deep. So I don't want to just take a buy break of this high and then lose this trade. You know? Yeah, it's still bullish on my broker. Like you need some sort of pullback here. I mean, if you want to FOMO in, you could try it. If you might get away with it, but I don't know the probabilities of just trying that. I really don't know. Like there's no structure on 1 minute. It can reject from where it wants. How deep the rejection is could come all the way back here, no problem. That's its retest zone. There we go, right? That's my point. Like it would be shitty to be in and then now you're stuck. It's good. It's creating structure. If we can get a close above. We missed gold. What did we didn't get a 15 close above? Yeah, there's no 15 close above. No way you're entering on 5 minute as well. Look at this gap up. What can you do? Not missed. And there's no we. Maybe you missed if you had a plan to get in, but there's I definitely 100% I'm not gonna let myself feel emotional like I missed this one. No chance. Nothing there for me. 30-minute close bearish back in the range. 1 hour close bullish, but I didn't want to base it off 1 hour. 5 minute gapped up open. 15-minute closed back inside the range. What is there? What probabilities? DJ is doing nothing. So if you feel like you've missed it, then yeah, you can go back, journal, see how you could have got in, and then you should have taken it yourself. You can always ask me, okay, fine, I took it. But definitely I don't feel like I missed it. Nor am I going to waste any energy feeling like that was something that's valid that fast. Nothing was missed there. We do have some 1 minute structure forming. It is a potential here to try enter based off a 1 minute. Let's see how this candle closes. So it has closed above here. You just have to be on standby because I'll have to make decisions as I see price form. Only idea is maybe breaking this high up here or that high up there. Same actually, I meant that high. Yo, man. Yeah, we just have to see how, just see how price action forms right now. Don't want to force it. You could buy from the high. SL would go below this 1 minute structure. Yeah, but the idea is, okay, hopefully we get a 5 minute bearish, next one close above. That's what we'd want right now. This 5 minute closing weak bullish is never a good sign. It's kind of like indecision. But this 1 minute also could give options. We're gonna see now. We're gonna see. $43 seconds. Let's see. Can I survive 43 seconds for the close? Flipping. Prefer 5 to close bearish here. Interesting closes. Very interesting price action, how we're just chopping up like this. We need a strong 1 minute candle close and then breaking the high would be the only shot. Aggressive shot as well. $15, we have confirmation now. This 1 minute candle closes 22 seconds. This might be the one if we can survive it. Yeah, I'm waiting here for 10 seconds here. Stop loss I'm gonna put below here for about 13 points. Need a bottom wick and then enter break of high. 10 seconds I only need. Oh, fuck's sake, man. Look how this closed. I have no bottom wick on broker as well. Ah, that's painful, guys. 10 seconds I had to wait. I couldn't survive 10 seconds. Can't do anything about it. I have to wait for another resistance now. Yeah, I need to lock in things moving fast. This is not making it an easy move to get in. Especially no 5-minute pullbacks. What would be a way in here, man? But even buy limit, what are you buy limiting? Oh, you mean buy stop? Yeah, 10 seconds. It sucks, 10 seconds. DAX moving slow. It's not moving slow. It's creating structure and moving. Just has no 5 structure. If this thing dumps, you're going to be out. You guys keep asking about gold. Look where gold closed. This will answer the question for yourself. Look where gold closed. 10 pip target. Just measure target, measure stop. It will answer you. 37 pip stop. It will answer your question. I want to see if we can get a pullback here. Oof, make my life easy. Now it's not making my life easy. Could you tell me why you didn't take that last 1 minute candle? 10 seconds to close, man. I was waiting for a close above. Then it opened no bottom wick, closed no top wick. Very hard for me to enter. Like, it's just not following my rules. Like, I'm just FOMOing in. And this is like, that's how you can quickly FOMO in. I'll be in drawdown now anyways. I mean, it's still valid, but 5 minute candle close in how long? 37 seconds. I actually want this to flip bearish. Give me a a resistance that we can close above. The only other way I can enter right now is a 1 minute candle closing like that. 1 minute candle closing like this. Stop below this 1 minute low. Aggressive stop. And look for a quick 1-to-1 and trail. That's the only way. We'll see in 28 seconds. But it needs to, if it closes like this, it's too weak. You need like a good close. Or it can just do that. Great. Yeah, it's really tough. I can't even get in on a 1 minute. Or even on a 1 minute. And this is sometimes it'd be like this, you know. Again, like I guys said, if you want to FOMO in, be my guest. Don't blame me. I'm not here to trade for you guys. You want to rip a buy, take a buy. You guys know the plan is for buys today, so no problem. Be my guest, take a buy, and good luck to you. That doesn't follow my plan. I'm going to stick true to me, but I don't need to hear from you guys, oh, you're not taking a trade. I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to get in. You follow you, bro. You follow you. This is very clear, right? I don't want to hear people whinging saying, right? I don't want to hear people whinging saying, okay, I'm not getting in a trade. I can't get in a trade. Take anything you want. I'm just going to follow the way I get in. You know what I mean? You're more than welcome to try it. You get what I'm saying? So you can't come back and say, oh, you know, you're not taking a trade, been sitting here. DAX average session push, you know, we have still room here, but if I can't even get in on a 1 minute, what can I do? You know, like the only way to get in now impulsively, but all of the wins we took on DAX, none of them have been impulsive. All the wins, every single one of them. So I'm not worried. Like if I miss this one trade because I can't get in even on a 1 minute, but I win on all of my other trades, it's fine. You know? All time high DAX just goes and goes. Yeah, but the dumb buy problem is stop loss, you know? You're probably going to get stopped. So we'll see. This 5 minute can create resistance, guys. It's just if I can't get in on a 1 minute, it's fine. This 1 minute, look, if you bought here at the highs, cooked. Cooked. You know? Look, we have the chance. If this 5 minute can form resistance now in 1 minute, close bearish, and the next one start to close above, we're back in action. Now we follow a plan. Like that's the pullback we want. We still have the 30 minute to close in 6 minutes here. 30 minute will give us a breakout close. Like it's not, 15 minute has not driven very harsh yet. Like there's still chance, but if it's not going to give me any other chance, then that's it. And you can see the importance of not jumping in when a big volume move happens. Like I said, if the move happened a little bit here and I was getting in from here, stop loss would have been about 9 points. We would have been up 7, at least break even. You know? So it's chill. It's chill. We have room. We have room. Just depends right now. We look 50 seconds, chance for us to make a resistance. That's the start of it. That's the start of getting an entry confirmation. And all of this drama and FOMOing that people would do just to see that price actually ended up doing what you wanted it to do. So I have two options. I either leave the trade like I did because I had no way to get in. I lose nothing. Or now I just wait and if my move comes, it comes, and I have the highest chance of making money. And that's what's going to be key. So here's a pullback. Great. Can we close this 5 minute bearish is the question. That will create us a resistance. What do we need to see next? Next, we need to see a 5 minute candle closing bullish. So if we get this closing bearish in 10 seconds, which I really do hope, if it doesn't close bearish in 10 seconds, it makes it a little bit more difficult. We need to wait, but it looks like it will. Next candle, make a bottom wick, and if that can close bullish like this now, right, what will we have? Well, we'll have basically a pullback here. We have this candle. We can put stop below here. Look for that continuation. If this candle also flips and closes bearish, well, we just have a better resistance. We could even look to trade back up to that resistance, or we can just trade back above it. So it gives us both ways. You have options. The only way you won't be able to get in right now is if price just flies. You know, and that's it. If price just flies, it flies. Someone asked about a boot camp. Would there ever be one soon? I'm not sure. If people wanted a boot camp, we could do one. But it depends, you know. I won't do something that people don't want. I don't need it just to generate income, you know. I've never done one before. It's more if people want it, I do it and I charge for my time. That's kind of how I operate business. It's not like, oh, I have to do this to make income. Otherwise, I would be charging a lot more for the stuff I do. Even though that with time you need to do that. That's just how it works, but we'll see. Even this trade here, if this ends up going, I'm gonna go in like 0.75, just because it is not the original breakout, it's a later breakout. But I still don't mind giving it a shot because it's the only option I see. And if it does continue today and we do get the volume, then you'll have a good position. If it doesn't, then so what? Get stopped and you move on to next trade. Give back what I made yesterday and be in the same position as the beginning of the week. It's not the worst thing. So you always think ahead like that. 2 minutes for the 15 to close. 15 might close even bearish itself. That would be an interesting curveball. All my FOMO traders crying. And then I guess I'm right today to wait for my plan, which long term it will always be right because that's how I trade. But damn, sometimes it's hard, especially when, you know, people are all on the edge of their seats and antsy. Rubs off. You have to just, right? You have to stay true to it, man. As much as it sucks. Like, this is the point. I would have FOMO'd into any buy. Break of this 5-minute high. Break of this 1 minute high here. Break of this high here. Any of it. I wonder, even if I took it, break of this high here, stop loss below the range, 14 points. We've got about 9 points here. We have structure where my entry is, so I probably say I'll manage with anything closing below my entry. So the only thing I could manage with this, maybe I don't consider as a close. Then we would have gone up here, and then I said, okay, once price breaks this high, I can go break even. Never broke the high, and now coming back towards your stop loss. Maximum you get out maybe with like a negative, small negative here, like negative 3-4 points. Gold doing well. Yeah, shame about the close up. It's not really doing, it's only up about 8 pips here. You can't really do much with 8 pips, right? Your stop loss is 38 pips here, man. 37, sorry, my bad, my apologies. 37 pips stop loss, and you're in profits for about 8 pips at a target already, right? 9 pips, sorry, my apologies. 9 pips ain't gonna do much in terms of payment wise. Yeah, if you want to do that, okay, 9 pips, I'm out, great. But I'm calculating my stop loss on this here, so I would have to be break even here, and we don't know if it's gonna break out today. I would be better just taking the breakout trade actually on gold, right? No need to even take the, let's see this 5-minute. We could just take the breakout trade on gold. Have the confirmation. You get smaller stop loss as well. Five-minute resistance there. We have 5-minute structure here. I wonder if gold will break out in London. What do we say, guys? Gold breakout in London. 24 pips. 5-minute resistance is right there. We haven't tapped it. We tapped this wick here. We have a little bit of structure. Can we trust the Big Ben? Yeah, it's literally, that is the question. Can we trust the Big Ben? See, we get a deep bottom wick. We've had 2 candles, so we just want to see some liquidity for the breakout. Otherwise, we're going to sweep London high. It's going to dump. So we're going to see the bottom wick here. DAX went to retest key level. Yeah. 15 did close bullish still. 5-minute has structure, so a 5-minute close above here will be valid. No bottom wick on 15. Would have been preferred, of course, to have a bottom wick on 30 and 15. We're going to see how that forms. I'm going to just check on broker if we have a bottom wick. No bottom wick on broker as well. So I prefer a bottom wick there. I'd like to buy above the 5-minute resistance on gold. 15 and 30-minute resistance. Is it? Let's see. Totally, bro. Thanks for pointing that out. I thought this was all-time high. Totally. So we need to take buys above here, actually. That's our buys. Just go key level buys? Yeah, facts. Same thing, right? Facts. How's DAX doing? DAX about to make a bottom wick. 30-minute close is valid. We have a 30-minute breakout as well. See if we can make a bottom wick. It was so close to making a bottom wick, man. Look at that. Are you joking, DAX? Maybe it made one on broker. Let's see. No, it didn't. GBP JPY, this is what I mean. Gets confusing now. Gold is moving. GBP JPY is moving. This is why too many pairs. I have tiny one on broker. Let me zoom in fully and see if we have something. No, my broker doesn't. Has a gap up. I wonder if there's enough volume to ignore it. It's a promise on a 30. Oh yeah, you do have one. You do have one. We have the structure to protect. You just take the gamble on the wick. It's one thing that can go wrong. It won't need a bottom wick if we have full bullish pressure. We will see the close. I think I have to respect my rules. As much as it sucks, it's there for a reason. It's there for a reason. So hopefully this 5-minute can actually make a bottom wick for the candle, and then we're gonna see. While it does that, I'm gonna piss. Let the market do its thing. Bring some volume. That's the whole reason of that idea. Be back. Tough. Second 5-minute candle as well. This would have been the entry if we had a bottom wick breaking this high. Tough. 1 minute looks good as well. Tough. Very tough. Very tough. Tough day to get in. It's just, do you want to respect the rules or not? Isn't concept of bottom wick invalidated? It's already pulled back in previous candles. It's the current candle you're worried about because my stop loss is going to go where that bottom wick is going to be. If my stop loss was below the previous candle, doesn't really, I could waive it. But my stop loss is going to go where that bottom wick wants to be, because look where my stop loss is going to be, below here for 16 points. That would be my stop loss. So if price does come to make a bottom wick, I'm out. That's my stopped out. Lose 1% there. And then I feel stupid. It's just a probability. It's how much, like, I can't tell you how many times. Maybe Andrew, you're new to watching the stream. But you will see how many times that bottom wicks have saved me, man. Unbelievable. But no one will notice now. No one will notice now. Like I said, be my guest in today, FOMO trading. If you want to take a trade, take a trade. I'm not stopping you from doing that. I'm just here to share my experiences and probabilities, right? Like, you could have FOMO'd anywhere, no stop loss, and you'd be up today. But, you know, ultimately as a trader, you really, your edge as a trader is executing on moves that follow a system that you can replicate over time, right? Over time, because this replication was done by following the rules I am executing today. If I break my rules, it's going to break these statistics, because then it's not going to be based off these statistics. So it's up to me. I make the choice. I make the choice, right? And that's my point. So if you're here to have some fun, have a bit of a gamble, you know, then you just go in, right? Who gives a shit? If you want to make money long term, right? If you want to make money long term, that's what's going to differentiate you. And that's where most traders don't realize that your strategy, okay, that your strategy is protecting you from the randomness in the market. Because anything outside of your entry is randomness. It's not a missed move, it's randomness. You are capitalizing off the moves you know that would win. Because yesterday we waited all the way till 1 o'clock. I made money, I didn't lose. Monday I waited for my plan, I lost money. When's the last time I lost? Maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I'll take that. Today is frustrating. I'm super frustrated, and to have to explain myself is not needed. But I have to explain because people have FOMO, people have wanting to get in, and I get complaints. I can see, you know, people DM me, oh bro, you're not taking trades, it's like this. It's like, I'm not breaking my plan. It's not that I'm not taking trades. If you want me to be hyped right now, I press buy like that right now. I press buy right now like this. I say, okay, I'm in a trade, guys, and I wait for a little bit of a push right now, and I'm gonna close the trade, and we're all happy. W's in chat, all of that stuff. But did I really make money? Not really, no. You know what I mean? Didn't really make money. And I lose the trade. I want you guys to try it yourself. I want you guys to try it yourself. Break your rules and the trade will fail. Follow your rules. Okay? If you watch the trade that broke your rules, it will play out. The minute you take the trade that broke your rules, it loses. It's how it works. If you're the lucky guy, you're trading a bit of luck. You know, it's just how it looks. Like, markets are supposed to have a 50-50, right? Up or down. If I break rules, for somehow I change my probabilities and I can't get anything right. I have a question regarding gold, whether that been an okay trade to take to the 15 close above. I know it's a resistance, but there's time to manage. I mean, right now you'd be break even and almost stop break even because it tapped the resistance, right? So you're buying into 5-minute resistance, you buy into 15-minute resistance, and boom, you'll stop break even right now. Because you have to go break even at that, because you don't know if it's going to be a rejection or a continuation. Right? So right now you're out break even. No, I wouldn't be. I'm talking about this trade here. The trade before is no top wick. Your stop loss is way bigger. Doesn't make sense risk to reward wise. It's a future long term, just a bad trade to take in general, you know. Unless you base it on 1 hour, that's the best way. So if your idea was just to continue up for today, which is why are you taking? But so you're buying after the biggest candle of the session is the more the problem. But who said it's going to go up? Because you bought after the biggest candle of the session. This might be the volume move. It might go 2-3 pips above and flip. And now you're stuck here. You're not stopped out, but you're stuck in drawdown here. And now what are you going to do? That's my question. What are you doing when it's here? Okay. When it's here, what are you going to do? That's my question. When price is here, now what are we doing? It's easy when it's up here, right? You're in profits. Very easy to manage a trade in profits. You either get out with profits or you get out without. But when you go down first because there's already been a push, what are you doing here? No, I'm asking, answer. This is the reality, right?
$35.
37. So that's my question. You know, you want to be part, like Jimmy said, you want to be part of that volume candle because you don't know. So it's all good and fun games. But then the question is now if this ends up losing, you're going to be like, shit, why did I take a trade FOMO buying at the highs here after a volume push?
How much pip is too many pips?
It's not too many pips, it's what's our range. Prices push through our range. You know? That's the problem. You're just putting yourself in a situation you can avoid long term to end up losing. That's the problem there. You guys are saying there's lag on the stream. Is there still lag on the stream? No more lag. After all that, you'd be out break even. Yeah, you would actually. On this one, you'd be out break even. It's very close though. But there'd be no reason to close before 1-to-1, especially the way it rejected. Yeah, 1 minute had no. This close is not a good close, but you have no choice at this point unless you want to close at. Unless you want to close at 2 points in profit, but it's not worth it. It is not worth it. See this move that we're having now? This is the problem. It reacted off this 15. Okay? But it could have done the same on this 15. It just chose the higher 15. And if you got it on this 15, and before it especially, because the volume move has happened, because gold can be nasty like that. That's the problem with gold. It can be nasty and you get freaking nasty London Open move down. And you're like, oh shit, what is that, you know? Then you're cooked. Especially there's like nothing to protect you here, right? Your only protection is basically where your stop loss is. How do you say, like, I see when I see something and when I don't, it melts down in trading, I start to break rules? You just trade your rules will stop you from doing that, right? Because today I could have broken, like, let's actually go back and say when I broken my rules, how I would have gone out with it. So I would have broke my rules, bought the highs here. I would have got stopped out. Best case scenario, break even. Worst case scenario, there's no chance. I would probably get out break even here. 10 points. Stop loss would have been about 15 points. I wouldn't have held through the drawdown. I would have probably gone break even as this next candle went up, or I would have managed. The next trade I could have taken was this here. I don't know if this actually broke the high or not. So maybe I would have been protected from this. Right, if I'm being honest. If I FOMO'd in, yeah, straight to stop loss. Let's go see another trade I could have forced here. The other trade I could have forced was this 5-minute candle close with no bottom wick. Look at the bottom wick happening. There we go. Bottom wick is finally made. Probability is there. The question is, how much of a push up first was it going to have before the bottom wick was made? I hope it shows that. Right? This is very important lesson that people won't understand. You know? Because my stop loss was going to be where that bottom wick was. Right? My stop loss was going to be where that bottom wick was. So if you go back and review this, guys, here I would have got out break even again. But long term, maybe I get out with a loss. And that's what's worse. Is break even is fine. But maybe this scenario doesn't allow me to get out at a win. You know what I'm saying? So it's insane lessons, insane lessons. And people ask me, Harry, how are you so disciplined? How are you so consistent? Where does your consistency? You're watching it, but people don't accept it. They don't accept. They look at the stats. They say, wow, this guy in 1.5 years has only lost 35 times. In 1.5 years, wow. How does he do it? You're watching it, but people don't want to sit through this time, and they want to break their plan, and they don't want to do it. Like, you know, this is my point. Like, that consistency, guys, comes from being able to do the boring stuff. This is the hard part about trading. This is the tough part, because this is what's testing you. This is what's going to make you or break you. Because honestly, if I was trading, I'm telling you, I didn't have luck in the markets. I promise. Any bullshit I did in the market to try catch a move, I would lose. I promise, I would lose. Hundreds, thousands of dollars doing that shit. That's why I'm so disciplined today. It's because I was losing when I didn't do that. You know? So what you're here to say is that you're boring? Literally. I'm not here to do some hype, low time frame scalping strategy. These guys you see every day killing it, every single day killing it. I promise you it's not the real picture. I've yet to see every day, consistent every day. You know? I'm sorry, and maybe I'm just lagging behind. Who knows? My stop loss was hit on DAX. Unlucky. I told you, it's up to you. I didn't want to FOMO. I guess I end up on top today. Bottom wick mattered, eh? It was a liquidity drive up to flip and make that bottom wick. And literally, we tried our best to get in. That's the maximum you can do as a trader. We went down to the 1 minute. We went down on the stress time frame. And we were finding an entry. The crazy thing is that entry you would take on the 1 minute, if we got a setup, would have probably paid us. And that's what's crazy to understand. But any entry now that came on the 1 minute wouldn't have paid. Because without me here, how many people would have FOMO'd in today? I think today you would have got away with break even. Definitely. Because we had enough volume. But I'm sure I would have done it myself in the past. And that's just me being honest. Gold as well, guys. Even if I took gold here, not enough to get to TP. If I took gold here, I would have been out break even, like I said. And break even was the right choice. Now it's all clear. End of session, right? Look how clear it is. No one was thinking like that during the session. Everyone's mind was, how can I take a trade right now? How can I take a trade? How can I get in? And why aren't we getting in? And why can't I get in? Now that you see everything happen, gold is rejected. DAX is rejected. All calm and be like, oh, I did the right thing. Who is the one in trouble now? Who broke the plan? Guaranteed. Who broke the plan? Out. In trouble. You know? And now you feel calm, right? No FOMO anymore. Don't feel like you missed the move. That's the dangerous part. Because I don't feel like I'm missing the move when price is playing out. I'm only frustrated if I can't find a way in because I'm here to make money. There's a difference, right? There's a difference. I'm not FOMO, I'm not forcing. I'm frustrated. It's just annoying. It's like when your favorite team is losing. You're annoyed. Nothing you can do about it, right? Except for complain and swear at the other team and maybe get in a fight later. You know? But it's the same thing. There'll always be another match. There'll always be another chance. But if you go blow everything in the one time, you won't be here for the foreseeable future. Alright? So yeah, that's what I have come to tell you guys. Good lessons today. And again, GJ just ranged all session. And yeah, unlucky for me. Gold, I'm still looking for a buy above the highs. For New York here, New York can be very fun today. I'm looking forward to New York, especially hovering around that all-time high. I think there could be some big boy opportunities. And that's how it is, you know? It's just unlucky. Unlucky I couldn't find a way into DAX, but you see the result. You haven't missed out on anything. It was all for a rejection. This is not a big move. We've caught bigger moves like this with continuation. So it's unlucky, but if price is not going to give me what I want to see, so be it. Right? Gonna catch you all guys tomorrow, and welcome to the world of trading. If you don't accept the truth, then start to learn it, man. Ain't nobody gonna share this shit with you. I promise. This is the real good stuff. So I appreciate you all showing up. My apologies that it's slow as much as I would like to take trades. Listen, I've taken trades first 2 days of the week. So it's not like I'm not taking trades, just on stream. I like to show you guys me taking trades so you get to learn, see how I'm actively trading. But sometimes it happens off stream. Yes, they happen off stream, and that's how it is. So take care all. Hopefully speak to you guys soon, and have a great rest of your day, and peace. See you guys. Cheers.